Welcome back to Alumni Corner. This week I'm here with Cody Hampton, who is a graduate of the class of 2002. First, why don't you tell me about your journey from OCHS to your current career?
Okay, awesome. So I graduated in 2002, as you mentioned, and from there I went to Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green. From there I majored in marketing, and then from that point on, throughout that time frame, I had multiple jobs and internships. I worked at Belterra for 2 summers at the golf course, and then I did an internship with Walgreens in Louisville and in Frankfort. And then I knew I also wanted to just get out of Kentucky for a little while. I didn't know I would move away, but just to do something fun like that. And so there was always the Disney internship on campus talking about, hey, come to Disney for a semester, have fun. So I was like, okay, after I graduate, you can still do it one more time during that time. So I graduated from Western, then went to Disney on the college program, which was a fantastic thing. That Disney, they put you up in like almost like a dorm situation. If you don't have a car, they'll bus you to your work, so it's really fun. And then from there, went from in-park intern, college program, to a professional intern, and then from there, a temporary assignment, and so on and so forth.
All right. Have you won any awards?
Yes. So, fun question. I've won Owen County Awards, which are fun. So, I've won the Silas E. Green Alumni Award, which when I won that in 21, 22, I was the fourth person to win that. So, I was very honored and privileged. And then I also won the Chamber of Commerce Award for the Wall of Fame in the middle school. So, that was always a lifetime goal of mine. So, that was great. And then when it comes to Disney, some of the products I've worked on, I've won IAPA Awards, which is the big trade show for all theme parks and the industry worldwide. I won a Cody, which is a Toy of the Year award out of New York, and that's like winning an Oscar in your field. So that's probably my most prestigious award, and also won an Innovator Award through another Taggies company. So.
Very cool. What made you want to pursue this type of career?
When I was here in Owen County High, I actually was part of STLP, and I was going to kind of go after the computer career, modeling after my sister. One summer, I had an STLP job here where we were moving big computers from school to schools, hooking up wires and stuff, which now everything's wireless. But back then, I now was realized that, you know what, I don't like this at all. Like, this is not fun. I thought I liked it. So then when I got to college, I just said, okay, what's going to be my next career move? And so I looked at either publishing, like some type of marketing or business. So then I went down the route of marketing and just really more that business realm. And I thought I would be more marketing products because I've always loved like merchandise and trinkets and things of that nature. I never thought in a million years what I'm doing today is what I'd be doing. I didn't even know that was part of the way to study through school. So it was kind of dumb luck, but the marketing degree does come in very handy for what I'm doing there.
How would you describe a day in your life?
Okay, so there's fun days, and then there's the regular days. The fun days is when you're doing park walks, when you're traveling, you're getting to review product, look at product. The not so much fun days is when you're stuck in back-to-back meetings. Mondays we have to do finance meetings, so that means we really look at the business and how it performed last week and report out on that on Mondays. Tuesday, Wednesdays we do a lot of sample reviews, so we're in kind of these large meetings where multiple people have inputs from different areas and they get to review the samples of the products to make sure we're making the right calls as we move forward. So again, fun days where you're out and about doing great stuff, and then a lot of meetings and Zooms.
What is your favorite part about your job?
I would say my favorite part is living in Orlando because it's very warm there compared to today here. And I love working on the Disney intellectual properties. Disney owns so much, from the classic Disney films you may be familiar with to Star Wars to Marvel to 20th Century Studios to Pixar with Toy Story and Cars. So to be able to work and play in that sandbox of all those IPs is by far my favorite part.
Yeah. Was there a teacher that impacted you the most?
Yeah, I would say, again, K through 12, so many great teachers, both in grade school, middle school, and high school. I would say that probably the three that come to mind the most is one would be Carol Wooten, is grade school. She has always kind of watched after me, supported me, and been an advocate for me. I'll be honest, I was not the best student, especially in there. I was probably behind on reading and spelling in 5th grade, but I think she still, regardless of those little hiccups that I had to overcome, I think she was always a supporter of that. And then when I get into high school, I really think of Carrie Rippey my first 2 years, and then Leanne Gam for the following years. And all those people really, to this day, I still stay in contact with, and they're inspirational to me.
What was your favorite memory here at OCHS?
Well, I was actually at the original school across the street, and it was good times over there. I would say I loved just hanging out in the halls, really just almost getting into a little trouble.
Yeah.
Nothing too bad, but just a little bit of fun. My junior year, I had a yearbook class, and that was such a fun thing to be able to do because you got to talk to other students in different grades.
Yeah.
So the seniors, the sophomores, the freshmen, you got to actually talk to the faculty, and it was a way to see the school in a different way that I hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
And then I think probably graduation, class night. Then there's project graduation where they locked you in the school. I don't know if they still do that or not.
They do.
Okay,
yes.
it's amazing. And I remember the very last moment of that morning after we stayed up till 5 a.m. Everybody was sitting around, and these are faces that I've been with for 13 years, give or take, a few people moving in. And they said, look around because this is the last moment that you'll see some of those people. And I'm like, no, I've seen these people every day of my life for 13 years. Like, I'll see all these people again. And really there's many people from that day I've not seen since that moment.
Wow.
So enjoy every moment and take it in.
Yeah,
Cause
as a senior, that kind of like makes me sad to think about. A little bit.
Yeah, it does. And I was like, no. And then it's like, yep,
Yeah.
okay, I haven't seen that person since that day.
All right, we're to the last question. If you could go back in time, what would you tell your high school self, and what advice would you give to current students?
Okay. I would say it's hard to be in high school and take this advice because just the way things are, but it is take everything as an opportunity. Whether you're in history class, learn about the history of the country or the world because you never know how those mistakes or what we've done in the past will change our entire future. The one is foreign language. Again, I was a student that probably did enough to get by. And so I definitely, in my Spanish classes, I definitely was just like, okay, if I can get a C in this class, I'll be happy. This is not my inspiration. Who knew that I would live in a city where Spanish would come in so handy, or be working at a company where I could use French or Japanese and have partners from around the world. So when I think about those opportunities of like how I really just kind of was like, I don't need Spanish. I'll never need Spanish. I think about that a lot. And then advice for students today is whatever you think your comfort zone is, try to step out of it. I know it's hard. I'm somebody who hates change very much. And you're talking about senior year. I was one of the few people who was like, I did not want to leave. I was like, this is great. I know everything. I know the town well. I didn't want to move to Bowling Green. So I was like, oh, okay. It's very scary. But the more you go outside your comfort zone, whether it be travel, whether it be experiences, whether it be just talking or meeting new people, that makes you grow so much, and you can do so much when you're uncomfortable.
All right, well, that's a wrap for Alumni Corner this week. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.